I said, hey, yo! Let me try it again. Mike. I said, hey, yo! There we go. Yeah, there we go. Y'all can hear me? Better hold it down. We have a crown. I plan to make this my last video on this subject. I hope so. Probably until somebody pisses me off, then I'll probably say it again. But I want to debunk once and for all the whole if it's not on URL, it doesn't count debate. I am debunking this right now. You hear me? Alright. So shout out to Battle Booth. I feel like I've been watching a lot of his videos lately, and for the most part, I agree with a lot of what he says. So definitely shout out to Battle Booth. Go subscribe to him. And he had a recent video on the whole can you win Cody off of URL, and if it's not on URL, it doesn't count debate. And his whole synopsis was that he understands that mind frame, the mindset of if it's not on URL, it doesn't count. However, his main point is the issue with that is why people run with that is people have no empathy for your awards or your ill wills, people that don't battle on URL, and you want to attack them for not being on URL. People lack empathy, right? And I agree with what he's saying, but his argument of empathy for how people grind and hustle off of URL, I want to make that micro topic a macro topic. See, the empathy part is only one component of the if it's not on URL, it doesn't matter, right? It's only one component, but we're going to get to that. So first, in terms of empathy, right? We live in a culture called battle rap. One of the main, if not the main objective of battle rap is to disrespect your opponent. We literally spend hours upon hours upon hours upon hours, almost every day, if not every other day, watching somebody get disrespected. Not to even point out off of battle rap, watching the news, going online, we have been desensitized to people getting hurt, shot, killed, everything. We are literally watching rappers get killed every day. Every day. Rappers are getting killed every day, so much that we are literally becoming desensitized to it. What did Easy say? We steam press RP shirts like it's logos. We are literally doing that, so we are desensitized to people getting attacked, especially online, being talked down to. So yeah, we lack empathy for others and their point of view. So I agree with that, but it's only one component. Let me get this water real quick. Hold on. Me. There we go. It's only one component. Now, let's talk about the fan perspective and the battler perspective. The issue we have today in society is we're so caught up in being part of gangs. And I'm not talking about Blood or Crip. I ain't talking about that. Put your flags down now, and I ain't talking about that. We want to be part of gangs. Look at every major platform. Look at every major movement. Look at every major personality. Everything is gang this, gang that, squad this, squad this. Yeah, this is my gang here, squad here, gang here, squad here. Shout out to squad, shout out to gang. Every movement is about a click. It's about it's about a clickbait, and it's also about being part of a team, right? Every artist, the beehive, the barbs. You don't want to mess up the. You don't want to get the Nicki Minaj fans mad. Don't want to get the Beyonce fans mad. They'll attack you. That is what's called. You're so busy being part of a squad and a gang and a squad. You become a mob. And I told that mob, you're so busy becoming part of a gang and a squad, it starts to become a mob, which becomes dangerous. Being part of a squad, which turns into a mob, becomes dangerous. Because once again, anytime you're a part of something, which people want to be a part of something so bad, people want to be a part of, just be a part of something, want to be at the cool table so bad that anytime you might have an opposing view or you might disrespect, people are going to attack you, right? So when we go to the URL, which URL is the #1 platform in battle rap, right? A lot of people only watch URL. A lot of people only watch URL battles. When you disrespect URL or you have a chance to do something on URL and your biggest names, and one of your biggest names on URL says, if it's not on URL, it doesn't count. We're not looking at the other people. We're not looking at the people off the league. People will cheer behind that. Will get behind that and reiterate that. And this is not a new thing. This has been going on for a decade. The world's most respected. Follow the innovators, not the imitators. Right? It's programming. It's been programmed in your mind that URL is the #1 league, and therefore anything else doesn't matter. Norbs literally has just had a podcast a couple days ago, talking to Vague, or talking to a fan, saying that a fan asked him about competition and how you feel about competition. Norb says, I do not care about competition. I want everyone to fail. If it's not me, if it's not my league, I want everyone to fail. That was Norb's mentality for the longest time on URL. That's why a lot of people don't like Norbs, because if it's not URL, it's URL and nothing else. So getting back to the us versus them thing, even people that are not on URL as part of a squad. For the longest time, B-Dot was not on URL, as I forget URL. Oops wasn't on URL, forget URL. We don't need, Oops doesn't need URL. B-Dot doesn't need URL, forget them. That becomes a thing too. People are so caught up in us versus them. Squad, gang, mob. People get caught up in that so much that people can't just be fans and just love the art for what it is. So for the fans' perspective, I understand. Especially if you're a surf fan. I understand to say URL, nobody else. This is no more platform. We. Fans say we a lot. Never got a check from URL. Never got paid from URL. Never got flued out by URL. But niggas will say we. Niggas will say we. Yeah, it's different over here. We. It's a different type of sauce over here. We do things different over here. Yeah. Right? So I get it from a fan's perspective. It's a mob, cool table, be part of a gang, be part of a squad, man mentality. Right? Then look at the talent perspective. Okay. Well, I look at the people that are saying this. Why would the people that are saying this say URLs or nothing else? Why people say URL, if it's not a URL, it doesn't matter? What gives them the incentive to say that? Because I look at a guy like a Daylight. He's never said that. And somebody trolling say that my career really started when I was on URL. I only have 2 battles. When he's trolling, but Daylight's never said that. Charlie Eclipse, one of the biggest battles ever. Charlie Eclipse never said that. Hitman Holla is currently not on URL. Hitman Holla never said that. Arsenal has traveled all over the world. Also never said that. DNA traveled all over the world. Never said that. Averb traveled all over. Never said that. Disaster all over the world. Never said. Why is it only a select few saying this, or the people that are saying this? What is their incentive? I'll tell you. One is, well, the incentive. If you get paid by a company very handsomely, I'm guessing, then of course you're going to think they're the best league, and therefore you only care about the league that's paying you the most, paying you the best. B. Dot, who was on a tear everywhere else, went to URL, hasn't been on another league since. And I'm shocked actually that nobody's ever actually made that angle yet. And it's probably coming soon, but we'll get to that down in the future. But yeah, the incentive is they're getting paid. That's one. Two is contractually they can't get off URL. So of course URL is the best league, and if it's not a URL, it doesn't matter because they can't get off their contract. So that's number two. Number thrice, the people that are saying this most likely are the people that don't bring their A game or have lackluster performances off the league. Who would that be? I don't know. Maybe Sue Surf. Who would that be? I don't know. Maybe Jack Boy Maine. I literally saw a 2-hour interview, which shout out to Battle Rap Trap. Had a 2-hour, a great interview. Go check it out. Battle Rap Trap. Go check out that interview with Jack Boy. Like a two and a half hours. Great interview. A lot of things I agree with. A lot of things I disagree with. And one thing I completely disagree with that he said is, if I'm going to these other leagues, it's a walkthrough. You only pay me $800. It's a walkthrough. You only go get $800 worth of material when I'm getting paid $10K from URL. So therefore, you should just be honored that I'm walking through. Yeah, so you want to get that type of performance. And I said, what? That doesn't make any sense to me. I understand what you're saying, but that makes no sense to me. To literally get money put in your pocket, most likely to help feed your family, feed your kids, feed yourself. It's $800 more than what you had yesterday. How can you downplay a platform or an entity that pays you? Most likely only for what? 9 minutes? If that. If that. 9 minutes worth of your time? And you can't give your all? Once again, the names are just named. Give their all. Rum Nitty gives his all. Geechee Gotti gives his all. A-Ward gives his all. We have never heard them say this. That's why they are where they are in the culture. Sue Surf, anytime he's been off the league, it has not been his best performance. We'll say that to be nice. I want to say that he chokes, but I'm going to be nice and say, well, he just doesn't bring his A game. Right? He doesn't bring his all. He truly believes, Sir truly believes, if it's not on URL, it doesn't count. It doesn't matter. It's a mindset. It's literally a mindset. If that's how you, if that's what you believe, that's what you're going to do. He speak things into existence. It's called manifestation. Something in his mind will not allow him to prep properly. Something in his mind will not allow him to bring a full 3 rounds. Now, actually, his battle versus Calico on on high stakes, actually was a very solid performance. I think if he just gave an extra minute in each round, it would be a very debatable battle, in my opinion. So that's the one battle off of URL. That in the Bricks in the Brooks Belvy battle, which I thought he was very solid in. So it's not like Sue Surf can't do it. He just refused to do it. Jack Boy Maine, when he's on We Go Hard, amazing. Amazing. He just recently had a battle 2-on-2. Well, his 2-on-2 battles are amazing. He just had one with First Lady Flames, I want to say maybe a year ago, versus Shooty and Fetty. Him and Flames versus Shooty and Fetty. So it's not like he can't do it. They just refuse to do it. Because they have a certain mindset. It's about a mindset. If you're in a boxing ring, anybody can hit you with just one punch. If even an amateur, if they find the right punch and the right spot, it can knock you out. So why would you not respect anybody that you battle and not respect a league, once again, that is paying you? As well as why would you not respect the fans? That's what I don't get. The fans is what makes the battler. The fan base is what makes the battler. The 10 million views Surf has on a freestyle, the 8 million views it has on a battle, it's the fans that help make him. So if a fan decides to go to Chicago in the cold, in the snow, to see you versus anticipated battle that you hyped up. Hey, what's up, Verb? And Showtime versus him and Hollow, which is the biggest, highest view battle on URL. Why would a fan who paid the hard-earned money, sacrifice their time, they probably have to drive, take a plane, get a hotel, still gotta get food before and after the battle, get fresh clothes probably, do all this to see you versus Verb, or for you to say, I don't care about this battle, I'm battling Mook soon, which you never did. Probably, even though the people that was supposed to book you didn't have their business right, but maybe if you took the Verb battle seriously, Mook would have said, you know what, I'm gonna take this nigga on URL. So you would have got what you wanted anyway. Am I bugging? Am I bugging? So the whole, if it's not a URL, it doesn't count. It's a mindset. And once again, it's because of the things I said. For the fans, it's they want to be part of a squad. They want to be part of something. So that's how they take it. People can't think for themselves and just enjoy battle rap for what it is. For your battlers, it's because of the money. It's because of the contractually they can't go nowhere else, and it's because of a mindset. But once again, there are a lot of people that battle off of URL that give great performances. Look at your all-time great battles. The greatest one-rounder of all time. Name me that right now. What is that? Young Air versus T-Rex. Can you even name me the league that was on? Can you? You probably can't even name the league. Hollow versus Lux, which my channel voted as the greatest battle of all time. Where was that battle? There definitely wasn't a URL. Hitman Holla has one of the highest view battles of the year this year, if not the highest view battle, versus Cassidy. Was that a URL? Yes or no? No, it wasn't. Once again, what are we debating here? What are we debating? Sounds like to me, it's the names that make the league. It's the names. Which goes to the fan base. You get the names off your fan base. The fan base makes the names. And vice versa. It's cyclical. It's a circle of life. It works together. So why would you disrespect your fans? If I want to see a sous surf, I wish I had another example. Shit, clean paper. If I want to see a clean paper, why would you disrespect your fans but not giving your all? By trying to do the best you can. This might be the only time I get to see you. The only time I get to see you in person. And you ruined it for me. Because you felt like it wasn't important enough. You felt like, I didn't need to do this. Oh, I wasn't paid well enough. You took the money. We're not even going to mention people that no-show. You took the money. You thought good enough to take the money? You couldn't rap for 9 minutes? 9 minutes of your time? Really? 9 minutes of your time. If that. Really? You couldn't do it? It's a mindset, man. It's really a mindset. I've been listening to all the spaces and the EFM or EFM. I've been listening to all of that. I've been listening to everything people have to say. My bad. Surf has to say. Surf likes to talk in a lot. Now, why he loves trying to discredit people's careers in other leagues, he literally, it's like, listening to Surf is so frustrating because for somebody that is a leader in the culture, it sounds like he hates the culture. He tries his best to discredit the culture. Discredit leagues. Discredit battlers. I understand he's supposed to be the villain. He's a genius. Surf is a genius at that. His job is to stay in the cycle. He's never not going to stay in the cycle. He's going to create 20 battles that he's not going to do. Right? He's going to create 100 debates that really is about nothing. Because he gets off on the attention and he just loves to talk. And I get it. It creates great content for the media. We can't ever be mad at Surf because Surf literally helps us. He does. It goes hand in hand. He is the product. Surf is the product. He helps us. So I can never be that mad at Surf because Surf helps me with the views. He helps me with the clicks. No matter if it's only 15 views, 20 views, 100 views, whatever it is. But at the same time, I wish he cared about the culture more. Because it really sounds like he doesn't. When you say that URL and nothing else, it sounds like you really don't care about the culture. URL is not the culture. They're the leaders in the culture, but they're not the culture. They're not. They're not. I'm sorry, fans. They're not. Reminds me of the Chris Rock. Reminds me of the Chris Rock scene in Head of State. God bless America. God bless America and no place else. No, that's stupid. It should be God bless America and everywhere else. If you really care about the culture, if you really care about the growth and the evolution of battle rap, imagine having leagues upon leagues to where they're all important. All the leagues are important. All the battles are important. Wouldn't that be a great day? Wouldn't that be a great era? A great time in battle rap to where almost every battle matters? To where you could just type in a battle and want to watch it? Wouldn't that not be great? Would you not want to have more battles that you care about? Why wouldn't you? So according to y'all, the only battles that you care about, you have to go on the app. You can't go on YouTube and watch it. According to y'all, don't you want to have other battles that you rally behind and watch and see? And the number one question is like, why don't you want more of your battlers? Why don't you want more of the talent? Why do you want more from them? Why do you accept that they give you lackluster performances on other leagues? And why don't you accept the people that give you great performances on other leagues? How can you downplay an A1 and XL? How can you downplay that? So A-Ward versus XL matters when A-Ward loses, but when he faces a Riggs in a great battle, it doesn't matter. Well, make up your mind. If it doesn't matter, it doesn't not. Like, so A-Ward versus XL matters when he loses, but when he wins, these other mid-tier or whatever battlers that he faces in leagues, it doesn't matter. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. All right. Well, glad we got that straight. It should just be about battle rap, man. Why is this us versus them debate? And low key, I don't even know why I'm taking my time to talk about this, because at the end of the day, it's just to debate. It means nothing. It really means nothing. It really doesn't mean anything. It just, I really believe niggas talk because they like to talk. What did Jackie Chan say in Rush Hour? Niggas don't like to talk. Niggas just like to talk, and so they just start debating shit for no reason. They'll make fun of people for no reason. We joke for no reason. That's all it is. Going back to empathy. We lack empathy. Get back to Battle Boo. We lack empathy. We don't care. We just say anything about anybody. So this is where we get where we're at. But yeah. That's my thoughts on the whole if it's on URL doesn't count debate. It's not really a debate. It's a mentality. That's all it is. It's a mindset. And at the end of the day, I'm a fan of battle rap. God bless URL and everywhere else. Battle rap, hold it down. We have the crown. You hear me? Me.